Oh my God! First round knockout.
Oh my.
Holy f***. You dumb Felipe Lima's a f***. Woo! Man. Finally a good week. Up Ange, they call me. Angie Ups.
You should be gambling. We're rich, staying in Las Vegas.
It is the Wednesday before UFC 317. The wife and I are heading to Las Vegas. We're going to International Fight Week. We're going to hit up UFC X, the weigh-ins, the press conference. We're going to do all the things. But we've got young children. So we needed to bring in support to watch my kids while we go to Vegas. And if you can't hear the chaos, we brought in some immigrants. My mother's an immigrant. Her sister's an immigrant. My mom, my aunt, they both came here. They brought my cousin with them, and they're watching my kids. So we just went ahead. We picked them up at the airport. Now we're back at the house. I got to finish up some UFC 317 stuff because I'm leaving tomorrow. I have to finish up some UFC Nashville stuff because that's the next event. Then we're going to show them around. Let's get some barbecue. Let's show them some Texas stuff. Then the wife and I are out of here. We're going to enjoy Viva Las Vegas. Then we're going to come back, actually watch the fights at home. I wanted to watch the fights there. I wanted to enjoy UFC 317 in person. I even paid to have your name on the canvas, thinking I'd have a little memento of my time there. And then I went to go look at ticket prices. And for the tickets that we wanted, not the floor, but not the rafters, was $5,000. And you know what? If I'm paying for one ticket, maybe I splurge. But I'm not paying for two at that price point. So we're heading back Saturday morning. So come with me. Enjoy the week with us. We're going to watch some fights. We're going to eat some food. We're going to hang out with some family. We're going to come back here. We're going to do all the things. This is the Fight Foods vlog.
Testing. All right. You can cut out that other shit.
Hey, yo, aim. Yeah. Run it up, Blondo.
Hey, bitch, I'm from Texas, where we still riding swangers and put diamonds in our necklace. Pour drink inside my lemonade till it look like a Pepsi. See, I come from the D where we got checks and we be flexing. If you ain't from my state, then you should know don't fuck with Texas. Hey, we always strapped, we keep our weapons. My mama from the 8, she slowed it down for me at 7. Used to think Pimp C was a guy before he went to heaven. I knew what pushing P was before Gunna even said it. Hey, C0 taught me keep my weapon and never trust a nigga or a bitch cause it's expected. No killers from the country, they ride horses and throw seldom. Got niggas in the East ride ATVs with Mac 11s.
First off, you better remember what that sign say before you come down here to this bitch. Don't mess with Texas. Cause you know everybody around this bitch got guns, nigga.
Hey, see, I'm from Texas. We got Beyonce, Trey the Truth, and we can't forget Devin. Big shout out to them boys, and I can't forget back to Texas. I've been feeling like Luca, how I bought that shit a blessing. Number one rule in Texas, keep it solid, ain't no telling. Hey, and always keep your fucking weapon. A nigga try me, other guys, we got no choice but stretch him. If he survive these shots at first, bet he die on that stretcher. These diamonds, I got water, might just go Johnny my next one. Hey, this Texas tea is what I drink. Sauce Walker had us dripping, Sauce having hoes in on drink. Young Nasa had us jigging, dipping, ain't know how to think. Now I got all these niggas stepping, swiping, catching plays. Hey.
It's 9 o'clock at night on Wednesday. Today's been a very busy day. Picked my mother, my aunt, and my cousin up at the airport early in the morning. I spent the rest of this day finishing up content for UFC 317, showing them around Texas. We got the barbecue. We went to the sports store. We showed them the stadium. And we did a couple of things like that before we head out tomorrow morning for UFC 317. The wife and I are up nice and early, and we are out of here on a couples trip. We don't get to do those very often. Last time we did one was 3 years ago. So we're going to enjoy ourselves. But before we do that, I've got some mail to open up. You can see I'm in the middle of packing for this trip. That's why my office, which is normally nice and neat, is an absolute disaster. We've got the laptop bag over here. This is the drawer where I keep all of my electronics, like the microphones and the cameras. Let's go ahead and open this up. This is from Jake. Jake sent us a DM on Twitter and said, hey, sent you guys something. Keep an eye out. So let's go ahead and take a look what Jake sent here. And you can see we've got a note and there's a couple of things. And here's our note from Jacob. Sooner Prill is his username. Angelo and Jacob, I just want to say thanks for everything you guys do. The pics are always great, and the vlogs are absolutely amazing. With that said, the people want more vlogs. Sorry for the gag gift, Jacob. Uh-oh. But I threw in a Yanez card to make things right. Prepared Ange. The retro NES collector's game is for you. It works, by the way. Again, thanks, fellas, from Sooner Prill. Let's go ahead and take a look. We'll start with this shirt. This is for Jacob. It is an Oklahoma City shirt, and this is a Thunder throwback shirt. This is for Jacob. As you know, Jacob, a diehard Pacers fan. The Thunder just beat the Pacers, and I asked Jacob, I said, Jacob, your best player blew out his Achilles. Were you guys going to win that game? And he said yes. And those losses are way worse. You almost rather get blown out because then there's no woulda, coulda, shoulda. So that is certainly a gag gift, and I'll make sure Jacob gets that. Here is the Yanez card. Ooh, this is very nice. This is a Yanez UFC autograph card. Does that say 10 of 10? There's only 10 of these, and this is the 10? Well, I don't know what that means. 67 of 99. This is a beautiful card. Look at this. This is for Jacob, so I'll make sure Jacob gets this. He's absolutely going to love this. Jacob's not here because we're leaving for the trip tomorrow. I'll be back Saturday for the fights, but Jacob's going to stream the fights. And then, I got a Mike Tyson's Punch Out. This is incredible, Jake. Thank you very much. And this isn't just some like out of nowhere, oh, Angelo might like video games. This is because, let's take a look at my office. We're going to scroll up there. Boom. I don't know if you can see that, but that is an original NES box. That's an actual original Nintendo box, the straight up box that they would ship it in. You can see it right next to the Seinfeld DVD refrigerator. There's a whole story behind that. That is a ESPN magazine with Nick Newell in it, and then the NES box. So thank you. I can play that game over here on this shelf. I have a Retron 5, which can play Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and maybe another system. So I actually am going to play Mike Tyson Punch Out. I love that. Thank you so much. I genuinely appreciate you for sending that. It was unbelievable. I'm going to get some use out of that. We are going to troll Jacob with that t-shirt. I got to finish packing. We're going to head out early in the morning. As soon as I get to Vegas, I'm hitting some drinks. We're going to go to the press conference. We're going to do all the things. So stick around. I appreciate you being here, and thank you for that package, Jake. It's 9 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. UFC 317 is in 2 days. Tonight, we have the press conference. Tomorrow, we have the weigh-ins, and I'm excited for all of it. We're going to load up the wife's car. I have to leave my truck here for the family so they can actually drive places with the kids. And we're going to head on out. I'm looking forward to this trip. I'm very much looking forward to this trip. And it's nice to do it with the wife. I never get to do stuff with her because we don't really have a support system. So it's not like we have built-in babysitters and grandparents we can just drop the kids off to. So we get to do our own thing. She's going to have to tag along for some of the fight stuff. That's her problem. But then I'll let her decide where we eat and all the fun lady stuff. So let's get this car loaded up. Let's head to the airport. I don't normally drink on planes because they quite literally just can't get them to me fast enough. So what's the point? But I might start early. I'm excited. I am very, very pumped for this trip. We're headed to the airport, and what better time to do mail day than right now? Last night we opened up a package. Right now I'm going to read a letter from Thomas Rinker. Thomas is a big supporter. He loves sending us letters. And usually 50-50 on the insight and bets in here, but he's been sending a couple of winners lately. Let's take a look at what we got. I'm going to do this. We have, I don't know what this is, but we'll read the letter first and we'll work our way up. Thomas on the scratch paper. WWP donation parlay off my top 7 picks for June 14th. This was last weekend. Let's find out. I'm putting this in the mailbox morning of June 14th. Good luck. Tom in Colorado. Let's go ahead and take a look. I doubt this ticket cashed because last week had some of the wildest underdogs we've ever seen. Oh, this was Atlanta. Kamara Usman, that hit. Rose Namajunas, that hit. Mansour, that hit. Omar blew it. Minus 715. Absolute bum. Rodolfo Bellato put on the acting performance, but that didn't blow it. Ricky Simone hit. Jamie Lynn Horth beats Vanessa Dem. Oh, my God. He only missed because Umar Sy is a French pussy. Don't get it. There's no kids in the car. I can say what they want. And this was $20 to pay out 86. See what happens when you bet on the French? And if you're French and you're watching this, I'm sorry. You're very kind people. You make great food, but you are just not fist fighters. And he sent these really cool stickers. Climb Colorado. I've got a Yeti bucket that I use to go fishing with the girls, and I put all the random stickers on there. I'll throw this on there. Thank you, Thomas. I love getting these letters. Let's finish this journey. Tiff, you gonna drink at the airport? We'll find it.
Bright light city, gonna set my soul on fire. Got a whole lot of money that's ready to burn, so get those stakes up higher. There's 1,000 pretty women waiting out there. They're all living the devil may care, and I'm just a devil with love to spare. So viva Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas. How I wish that there were more than 24 hours in the day. Even if there were 40 more, I wouldn't sleep a minute away. Oh, there's blackjack and poker and the roulette wheel, a fortune won and lost on every deal. All you need is a strong heart and a nerve of steel. Viva Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas with your neon flashing and your one-armed bandits crashing all those hopes down the drain. Viva Las Vegas, turning day into nighttime, turning night into daytime. If you see it once, you'll never be the same again. I'm gonna keep on the run, I'm gonna have me some fun. It cost me my very last dime. If I wind up broke, well, I'll always remember that I had a swing in time. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Lady luck, please let the dice stay hot. Let me shoot a 7 with every shot. Viva Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas, viva, viva Las Vegas.
All right, who do we think's gonna win the main event?
Charles Oliveira, guillotine.
You actually think that, or that's what you're rooting for?
That's what I'm rooting for.
What do you actually think?
I actually think that Charles Oliveira is going
alright.
to win, but I don't think he's going to end up getting him in a guillotine. I just think he's going to wrestle fuck him.
Oh, you think he's an out wrestler, Georgian?
Big.
He is much. We're gonna find out how big 10 pounds actually is.
Can't be touched, can't be stopped, can't be moved, can't be rocked, can't be shook. We hot. When will you niggas learn? Came to get crunk, came to bring life, came to get started, came to get right. Turn down the music, turn up my mic. When will you niggas learn? I mean, when I speak, I do as I say. I hustle, I grind, don't get in my way. I'm pimping my hoes, I'm jacking my foes. I spit at police and duck my POs. I ain't going to court, you can call a judge. Tell him kiss my ass, cause I ain't gon' bug. And I ain't going back to lock up. You're trying to Glock a pop up. I ain't going back to broke, and I'm never gon' stop the buffin'. Not for nothing, the block they need me, the streets they need me.
All right, who do we think's gonna win the main event?
Man, I'm rooting for Charles Oliveira, but I think Topuria's going to get it done.
I think so too. You think he's gonna finish him?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, do you have any Topuria or Charles Oliveira NFTs?
Yeah, I have just the regular comments, and then Topuria, I have his fandom, and I have his comment. So the UFC strike.
Oh, so it'll be worth a lot more if you win.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Topuria,
Yeah,
Topuria
you're rooting
wins
for
that.
it.
It's gonna go up on money.
That's awesome.
But it's I'm hoping Oliveira gets it done. I'm
Yeah,
rooting
just for
him.
fan?
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm with Alex from UFC Strike. Who do you think wins the main event?
I'm going with Charles Oliveira. He cuts so much weight to get down to 155. Ilia's trying to put as much weight on as he can. I think the power will come through for Ilia, but I don't think that it's going to be more power than Charles has seen or his chin has felt.
So you are going this direction because
that's what you want to happen, or that's what you actually think will happen?
Wish casting a little bit, but I'm going to, that's what I think.
Size matters.
Yeah, plus 370 or whatever. I'm putting money on that.
Well, we'll find out.
Let's go.
All right, I'm with Zeke. Zeke, who do you think wins the main event?
I'm going to say Charles Oliveira, and a lot of people are counting him out, but it's going to be by submission. He's going to do it.
Are you saying Charles because that's what you want to happen, or you really think that's what's going to happen?
Both. I want it,
right.
but I feel it.
All right, we'll
Yeah.
see.
I was there to witness Candice's in her business. She wants the boys to notice her rainbows and her bonus. She was educated but could not count to 10. Now she got lots of different horses by lots of different men. And I say liberate your sons and daughters. The bush is hot, but in the hole there's water.
Jesus Christ, this room is big as a motherfucker.
Nothing sacred, but it's a living. Hey, ho, here she go.
It's 5:30 local Vegas time. We finally got into the room. We just went right from the airport to the press conference. We got a bite to eat. We got a few drinks, and now we're finally able to settle in. And this is the first time I'm seeing the room. Listen, we booked this on points. I travel for my real job, so we accumulate some points over time. My wife handled the booking, and look what this fucking asshole did. Look what this fucking asshole did. Tiffany?
Sorry, not sorry.
She has no restraint whatsoever. I don't think we have any points left. This is an insane room. We are at the Cosmo, which is a nicer hotel in general, but this is an insane room. And I guess when we're not paying for fight tickets because it was too expensive and we're going home, we could spend it on this. But we're going to unwind. We got to unpack. We got to settle in, probably freshen up a bit. We've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning local time. Then we're going to go to dinner, relax. Tomorrow we have UFC X. We have the UFC weigh-ins. And a lot more drinks. It's about 6 o'clock local time. We've been in the room for about a half an hour. I took the time to download all these vlog files, get things sorted. And the problem is now we're tired. We got up at about 3 o'clock in the morning local time, got on the plane, came here, immediately went to the press conference, had some drinks, had a bite to eat. And now we're a couple of 40-year-olds in Las Vegas tired as shit. But we're going to push through. Are you a quitter? Yeah, she's a quitter. I'm not a quitter. Let's go downstairs. Let's get some drinks. We're going to rally. We're going to rally. We are rallying. Let's go rally.
40 hours got me going out my mind. Dallas dropped another game in overtime. Caught a ticket speeding down to 65. You know where I'm going.
The gambler in the wild, selecting, finding her prey, hunting. All right, load it up. See how long this lasts. How much is this a pull? 25 cents. With a $100 bill, this should last a good amount of time.
Been up with the Joneses, y'all know what I mean, and y'all know how we go.
Press the button. Here we go. All right, we're down. Yeah, that number went down, Tiff. Hit another button. We're still down. Do it again. At least with sports betting, I have made an educated decision. You're just. Thanks for playing. All right, we're leaving. It's the same game, just a different machine. Machine number 2. We're down, chat. Chat, we're down. Looking for her next machine.
But you should probably buy her one. Somebody pour me a drink. Somebody pour me a smoke.
Alright, went from 350 to 306 credits. Alright, let's see again. Hunting for her prey. Lights and noises everywhere. Where will she attack?
How it goes when it's up on a Friday. 9-page slide one over my way.
Machine number 4. Here we go. Oh, we're already up 40 cents. No, we're not. It just says $50. We didn't win $50. You're not winning. You don't win all that. If you win all that, then we're done for the day. So what'd you get?
You didn't get shit. Oh, you won $15. You didn't win anything. You won $1. Wait, wasn't there a 50 in there? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Yo, gambling pays. You guys should be gambling. Gambling pays. Guys,
You should be gambling. We're rich. We're staying in Las Vegas. We live here now. We are rich. $188. We're getting the fuck out of here, Tiff. We did it. We did it. Quit while you're ahead.
it's 7:30 in the morning, and I'm whispering because the wife is still asleep. The time change got me pretty good. I've been up for a while. So I went ahead, I got the UFC Nashville stuff ready to go for that website to flip over tomorrow night. We're only here today, then we leave tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna go explore the city. I'm gonna get a coffee, walk around Vegas, look at some of the things, and do stuff like that. Then when she gets up, we'll get some breakfast, we'll head over to UFCX. But I have from now until who knows when, until she's gonna wake up. So it's 7:30. Let's enjoy the morning before it's 197 degrees outside, and let's explore Las Vegas. So let's get after it. Have a good morning. Maybe we'll bump into some people. I don't know, but I'm not sitting here bored out of my mind. Let's go.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No barking from the dog, no small. And mama cooked the breakfast with no hog. I got my grub on, but didn't pig out. Finally got a call from a girl I wanna dig out. Hooked it up for later as I hit the dough. Thinking, will I live another 24? I gotta go, cause I got me a drop top. And if I hit the switch, I can make the ass drop. Had to stop at a red light. Looking in my mirror, not a jacker in sight. And everything is alright. I got a beat from Kim, and she could do it all night. Called up the homies and I'm asking y'all, which part are y'all playing?
It's about 10 o'clock. Tiffany's getting ready in the bathroom here. So I'm going to show you the chaos that I have going on to keep up with the content and to do all of this stuff. Obviously, I've got my laptop here. Right now, I'm uploading videos to Twitter. The internet is not nearly as fast as I would like it to be. But in order to film these vlogs, I've got so much crap going on here. Obviously, I've got all my chargers and nonsense. These are the Ray-Ban Metas. This morning when I went on that walk, I just went live on Instagram. Those are the sunglasses that do it. I've got the camera I'm using now. Here's like the protective case for the camera. Here's the battery handle for the camera. Here's the microphone. I throw all of that inside. I mean, I guess I'm a crossbody guy now. And this is the camera. It's a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I don't know if I'm going to take this to UFCX, but I may. And then here's my laptop bag. Inside of here, I've got my iPad. I've got a million other chargers and nonsense and cables, because in order to transfer files from this camera to the computer, you need special data cables, not just a regular power cable. So there's a whole bunch of crap. I just immediately took over this room and put crap everywhere in order to film these. I filmed some on my phone. I filmed some on this, some with the microphone, some without. We did some with the live stream and the glasses. It's a whole bunch of random videos and technology that I have to get onto the computer, organize to send to the editor. So I'm finishing all that up now. It's about 10. I'm finishing all that up now from when we got here till right now. Once she's ready, we're going to get cleaned up, probably grab a bite, head over to UFCX. If you've never been to UFCX, it's really cool. It's just a giant UFC convention. If you're a fan of this sport, especially the history of this sport, they've got really cool exhibits. They have a whole bunch of stuff there, the lineage of all the belts and the titles. You get to meet a ton of fighters if you want to, and it's really, really cool. And it's pretty cheap. Tickets were $30. After that, we'll probably get another bite to eat, maybe a few drinks. And then tonight we're going to the ceremonial weigh-in. So you guys obviously know by now, the weigh-ins happen early in the morning, but then they do the show for the people. It's quick, it's fast, they hop on, everybody's rehydrated, they get after it, they do some questions. So that's sort of what our day looks like here. I'm looking forward to it. The press conference last night was incredible. The biggest pop was Josh Van and Charles Johnson. I expected Charles Johnson to get a massive pop. The huge favorite, right? Everybody loves that guy. He's a fan favorite. He's an all-timer. Some of the most submission wins in the division history, maybe most finishes as well in divisional history. So people love him. he comes with this huge crew of people. There were Brazilian flags everywhere. So that was incredible. It was cool to see my wife like just see that and experience that for the first time. But I was shocked at Josh Van's pop. I did not expect Joshua Van to get as loud of a reception as he did. He's relatively new to the UFC, and he hasn't had like the most thrilling fights, right? He's been finding his rhythm. He finished Bruno Silva, but I was just surprised that he got more cheers than what Money Moicano got. And Moicano's obviously pretty popular right now. But that was really cool. I expect the weigh-ins to be just as cool. So that's what the rest of our day is going to look like. And I just need another shout out to UFC Strike. They're the ones who hooked us up with the tickets to the weigh-ins tonight, with the tickets to the press conference last night. So that's genuinely appreciated. We kind of came here blind. We were going to go to the fights, decided not to. Didn't really have anything, and we knew we could have gone to the press conference. That's sort of open to the public, but to get the VIP floor passes was great. More of the same tonight. So thanks to Alex, thanks to UFC Strike. Let's clean up, get some food, and head over to the press conference. No, head over to UFCX. That's the sound of a woman still getting ready. It's 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Maybe we'll get out of here before the sun goes down.
My redneck mother sang redneck mother, cooking us kids something to eat. Daddy drank tequila like Pancho Villa. When the Cowboys won or they got beat, that's Texas. That old Lone Star gravel making old truck rattle like to get your boot bit. Stepped on snake, Lord have mercy, the ground gets thirsty. Better buy a resistol or find some shade. That's Texas. That's Texas.
While Tiffany does the finishing touches to her makeup, I saw that Christopher Ewart missed weight by 10 pounds and they've cut him from the promotion. And what a shit situation that is. This guy stepped up on 4 days' notice just to miss weight by 10 pounds and guarantee he's not going to be fighting in the UFC anytime soon. And that's particularly bad for him because he was supposed to fight in the Contender Series in August. So not only does he not fight on this card, he won't be fighting on the Contender Series anymore either. So in an effort to step up and help the promotion out, he literally screwed himself out of a job and a future opportunity. And it's his own doing. He did that shit to himself. It makes no sense whatsoever. You knew what you weighed when you were given this opportunity. You knew what you weighed. Instead, he was like, I'll do it. 4 days later, 10 pounds overweight. He must have been 25 pounds overweight, at least. Lost 15, thought he could do another 10 and couldn't. I mean, what a stupid-ass move from a regional guy trying to step up. I do think the UFC should probably give him a little bit of leeway. Like, obviously, he screwed them here, and they could have found somebody else and still have a fight. Now we're down to 11 fights for what should be a massive pay-per-view, and that sucks, but Christopher Ewart, man, screwed himself. I'm sure we'll see him in the future. He'll probably have to get a couple more regional wins. He just blew this big opportunity. Hopefully, this woman's ready. I mean, we're going on God knows what time now. Let's hopefully head over to UFCX. We're finally heading down. Think wins the main event?
I mean, listen, you got to favor Ilia in this main event to get that finish. But let's be honest, Oliveira's a 4-time champion. He's one of the greats of the game. He's still just as dangerous, but the momentum, the aura, what Ilia's path is right now, I think it's unstoppable and undeniable.
I agree. What's the dog's name?
This little Evie Bear. Evie Bear's been to 7 pay-per-views. Ilia Topuria is her favorite fighter. How does Ilia beat Charles? Bop, 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 bop.
Who do you think wins the main event?
Ilia. I mean, I love DuBronx, but Ilia gonna knock him the fuck out.
All right.
I got Ilia round 2, knockout. Let's go, baby.
Who do you think wins the main event?
I got Ilia within 3 KO.
Everybody's on the same page. All right, Minty, who do you think wins the main event?
I've got Ilia Topuria parlay, but the over 1.5. I think he gets it done inside the distance, but it's going to be a challenge.
And you know that's an interesting stat because everybody thinks he's this wild first-round finisher, and he's not. All his finishes are after the first round.
You gotta feel it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck.
Hey, listen, if you're not telling the lock of the week or the safety parlay, you do not like money, man. So become a premium member right now for $10 a month. There's only 2 reasons. Oh, they can't hear me? There's only 2 reasons why you don't have the app. You're either broke or you're stupid. So let's get this money. Sign up right now. UFC 317 this Saturday. Let's go.
Hey, bitch, I'm ticks. Everybody ran that bitch, keep a whip. Everybody ran that bitch, used to step. Stay out the way, cause this shit can get dead. Hey, bitch, I'm ticks. We throwing bows on the big bad as shit. Swinging the slip like defenders were heavy. We pass shit on sight, better cut at the stand. Hey, bitch, I'm ticks. When we pour four in our beverages, sip on that drinks and we heavy. Bitch,
what are we making? Chocolate chip cookies.
It's 2:30 in the afternoon. I just got back to the room. We just got back from UFC X. I actually left the wife in the lobby of the Cosmo. She wants to gamble. She wants to lose money on slots, and I'm not trying to watch that. So I came back to the room. We're going to transfer a whole bunch of these video files to the computer so I can upload for the vlog. UFC X, if you've never been, is really cool. It is also overwhelming and monotonous. So if you are a big fan and you want to meet fighters and get autographs and take pictures, quite literally no better place. Any fighter you could imagine is there. Either just walking around, doing random interviews, or in one of the scheduled autograph signings, meet and greets. So if you're willing to stand in line, you can meet anybody you want to meet. There was one line. It went all the way from the back. This is a giant, like 2nd or 3rd largest convention center in the country. And it started at the back of the room, came all the way to the front, and it wrapped around 1.5 times. I imagine that was a 2.5 hour line. And I asked, I said, what are you guys waiting to meet? And it was for Patty Pimblett. So like, all right, Patty makes sense. But there were similar lines for Mackenzie Dern. There were similar lines for Dan Ige. So if you are willing to wait in line, you can meet anybody you want to meet. There's a bunch of random people walking around. Nina Drama was walking around. And it always blows my mind the pop that Nina Drama gets. Because I totally understand, huge social media presence, all that. But on the outside, looking in, she gets a lot of random hate from a lot of weirdos on the internet. But then in real life, I saw her last night. I saw her again today. People mob her. Pictures. Oh, you're the best. I love you. And I was talking to Minty because Minty was at UFC X. Obviously, she works for the UFC. They had her there. And Minty and I were talking. And I mentioned that. I said, dude, Nina gets mobbed in these things. And she was like, oh, yeah. She was like, and there's been more than one time where she's getting mobbed and she is 100% sure the person she's talking to is somebody that said horrible things about her online. And I guess that's just the world we live in. But overall, UFC X was a good time. It's only $30 to get in. It did take at least an hour from the front door to walk through the line to get in the building. And then as soon as you're in, it is just line. You're waiting for anything you want to do. But once you start to look at the exhibits and stuff, we got a couple of cool things. I got a playing card or a trading card of me and the wife. So this was pretty cool. They take your picture, you sign the back. And I hit up the UFC store. I got myself a perfect outfit for pool day. We got this motherfucker, these fancy shorts, and don't worry guys, there's a matching top. So we got this bastard. So for the UFC 319 vlog, or 318 vlog, I will be wearing that at the house. So overall, pretty solid day. Listen, the wife didn't get her fucking lazy ass out of bed till God knows when. By the time she was showered, ready to go, we didn't get to eat at Egg Slut. The one thing I wanted, we didn't get to eat at Egg Slut. Be careful who you bring on these trips. Also, I signed my first autograph today. That was fucking wild. So I'm going to transfer these files, do work stuff. Then I'm going to meet my wife down there. I'm trying to get banged up. Again, it's 2:30-ish. The weigh-ins are at 5 p.m. I think we got to meet people to get our tickets around 4 or so. So we got a couple hours here of drinking, hanging out. We're going to hit up the weigh-ins. And then I owe the wife a nice dinner. And that's the... Coming with women, man. We're heading over to the UFC weigh-ins. We're going to grab a drink ahead of time. We got to figure out dinner. Women and their fancy dinners. Did you like the UFC convention, or was that just like a weird nerd fest?
No, it was, I loved it, but it was a weird nerd fest.
All right, fine. Fair enough. We're nerds. Well, we're going to grab a drink, and we're going to check out the weigh-ins. We could go to the Canelo press conference, but I think we're going to have some drinks and figure some other stuff out first.
My baby born a Birkin. She's been telling me all night long. Gasoline and groceries. The list goes on and on. It's 9 to 5 ain't work. Why the hell do I work so hard? I can't worry about my problems. I can't take them when I'm gone. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. 2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jay Daniels got a history.
Tiffany, we need this guy to win so bad right now.
It's a cool day.
Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. I've been boozy since I left. I ain't changing for a chick. Tell my mind I ain't forget. Woke up drunk at 10 a.m. We gon' do this shit again. Tell your girl to bring a friend. Oh Lord, 1. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another
With anchovy paste.
2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jay Daniels got a history.
I'm with Glenny Balls. Who do you think wins the main event? Ilia, Topuria, or Charles Oliveira? I can give you the full names because it's my first UFC weekend. I don't really know. Be honest. I've heard of Oliveira though. There you go. He's the name I've heard. There you go. Hey, who do we think wins the main event?
I got Ilia Topuria by round 2, round 1. Knockout.
There we go. I'm with Envy. Who do you think wins the main event?
Guys? I think Ilia in co-main event. I got Pantoja. Alexandre Pantoja.
Ilia and Pantoja. There you go. Yeah.
Big fan of
Who do
Angelo.
we think? He's like 6'8", by the way, if you want to. Who do you think wins the main event?
I have Ilia knocking him out in less than 3 minutes. If Charles Oliveira goes the distance, come on, man. You know Ilia is the literally prime McGregor, bro. Head movement is insane. Just
look at this.
One and done. It's not a Justin Gaethje right hook. It's not a Dustin Poirier right hook. No, this is Ilia Topuria, baby.
All right. Good luck. All right. Who do we think is going to win the main event?
I got Ilia, even though I'm a big Charles fan too, so I don't want to hurt either way.
Yeah.
Meet me at the hotel room. 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 Get up at your boyfriend and meet me at the hotel room. You can bring your girlfriends and meet me at the hotel room. Get up at your boyfriend and meet me at the hotel room.
All right, it's 8:30, and that's a wrap for the night.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're old. It's been a long day of walking.
We lost a lot of money.
We lost, well, yeah. I lost about $100 in 18 seconds at the blackjack table. You got 25 minutes out of your 100? 15 minutes out
I
of
was up and then he came around.
I'm a
and he
mush.
said, "Look."
That's why gambling is stupid. That's a wrap on Friday. We still have the fights. I feel like I've been here for a month and a half. We still have the fights tomorrow. So we have to wake up at like 5-ish, hop on a flight, head home, and then watch the fights at home tomorrow. So I'm going to bed.
Me too.
See ya. 6 a.m. Heading back home to the airport for a 7:45 flight.
And we are never going home. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa. Let's go dance until the morning. Whoa, oh, whoa. And we are never going home. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa. Let's go dance until the morning.
I'm in my Uber. Driver's kind of a bitch. We're in Dallas. We're heading back home. I have to hit up the mail. We have another package to open for mail day. And then I'm going to film the UFC Nashville video. UFC Nashville is actually in 2 weeks. It's not next week. But if I have to film it tomorrow morning, I am probably exhausted. We still have a bunch of family in my house. And they all get pissed at me when I start yelling and screaming doing my videos at 6:30 in the morning. So I'm going to film UFC Nashville. We're going to do some mail day. And then I am officially relaxed. Have some drinks, relax, watch UFC 317. Card starts around 6 p.m. local time, and it is 1 p.m. So I got 5 hours to get my house in order before I can take a deep breath and start watching some fights. Vegas was awesome. Did you enjoy Vegas?
I did.
Would you go, did you enjoy the fight side of it, or just because it's Vegas? Like, if I said, hey, Tiff, come with me to Chicago, would you be like, nah, I'm good?
I've never been, so I would go.
So you don't care about the fight stuff. It's the destination.
No, it's both.
She did enjoy meeting a lot of you.
Yep, I did.
Would you say the people that came up to me were nicer than you thought they would be?
Yes. And I even texted Jacob yesterday and said that there was a really interesting theme to the comments that I got from people about you, and that it was, oh, you're not as fat as Jacob says you are.
Yeah, that is a theme.
I was really hoping to hear, like, you move pretty fast for a guy shaped like a turkey.
Yeah, that's her all-time favorite troll quote. You move fast for a guy shaped like a turkey. The number one thing I get when I meet people about my physical appearance is you're taller than I thought and you're not fat. So thank you for that. I plan on meeting every single person on this planet to dispel any rumors that I'm short and fat, but let's go to the post office. Let's pick up that package. Let's film a video. Let's relax and do the rest of the day.
And thank you, Alex.
Yes, Alex for UFC Strike hooked us the fuck up and made it a much better trip than it was going to be without Alex. So thank you, Alex. Thank you, UFC Strike, for the weigh-ins, the press conference, the Canelo situation. We loved all of it. We're back home. This is Alex's home as well. We're back home. Now we have to prep for the actual fights tonight. We've washed away the sins of Sin City and we are back home. We are settled. I am shower. The filth is gone. I filmed the UFC Nashville video and I could finally settle into the day. And we're going to start it off with an Instagram package. And not an Instagram package, but some mail day. And this is from Sean from Instagram. Him and I actually share Jersey Shore memes back and forth. So a fellow enjoyer of what is probably quite literally the greatest reality show of our generation. I cannot think of a better one. I can't open this. I can't think of a better one. The golden era of Jersey Shore, where Mike was still truly the situation, and Ronnie knocked that dude out on the boardwalk, and the note, the letter that they wrote Sammy. I mean, that's quite literally some of the best TV that has ever existed. I'm not exaggerating, and you can make weird comments, and if you do, I know you've never seen it. Certainly didn't watch it live. Let's go ahead and, this is quite the package. Let's slide this stuff out. Okay. Dude, you wrap this shit? This is like Christmas. For Big Ange. All right, we'll start with, this is like Christmas. There's a letter. There's cards. Look at this. All right, let's work our way through. We're going to start with the card. Merry Christmas to me. Try to open this nice. I keep every envelope and every letter anybody sends. So I try to open them delicately. Oh, this is about the dog. Dogs just know when they are loved, even at the end, when their pain becomes too much to bear, and we help them find. To the family of Scout, we want Pick's mascot for life. No pet could have had a more loving home than the one you gave yours. I'm so sorry. Sean from Instagram. Getting a little choked up, Sean. We actually just got voicemail that his ashes and his paw print are ready. We'll go to this. And then actually, let me go with this letter. Very thoughtful. This says, watching your live about your buddy Scout brought back memories of my first dog, Bear, who I had for 13 years. Every crack in your voice, every easy quiver in your lips, I felt that just like we felt Sammy's right cross when Ronnie told he was friends with her. That dog had the best life a dog could have. This gift is something every boy or girl must have who has ever had a dog. Have a good one, Sean from Instagram. This is some of the most thoughtful shit ever. Dave's Hot Chicken. We have one in Frisco, and that shit's amazing. I hereby challenge you to a food challenge. In this, you know what? I think I'm doing this out of order. All right, let me wait. I gave you the ending first. Let's open this with the letter was attached to. Okay. Where the red fern grows. A boy, his 2 dogs, and 1 big adventure. This is very thoughtful. I'm going to have to read this to the girls. Or make them read it and tell me what happens. A very touching story. A must-read for kids 9 to 14, winner of multiple state awards, over 7 million copies in print. Thank you. I will show that to the girls in a second. This is heavy as shit. What is this? Dude, you went way above and beyond. This is crazy. We duct taped it. It says, no longer by my side, but forever in my heart. This is like unbelievably thoughtful, and it's all fucking rushing back. So it's a picture of Scout taken from the stream. Come here, Tiff. It says a lifetime of love forever in our hearts. Somebody watched the stream. Somebody I talked to on Instagram and sent this book for the girls, for Scout. This for us. It's unbelievably sweet. Took this picture from the stream. I know. Sent this card. And wrote this letter about his dog and how watching me mention Scout on the stream. This is like unbelievably thoughtful.
Yeah.
You're all choked up. But then he challenges me to eat food so we can lighten the mood. You're crying. You got her crying. I can't show you, but you got her crying. This was like unbelievably appreciated. So thank you. It was a very hard, much harder time than I could have imagined it being. So thank you. And then we have this. And this says, I hereby challenge you to a food challenge. In this envelope, you will find a gift card to pick up your Dave's Hot Chicken Slider Reaper sandwiches. Dave's #2 on the menu. Heat level Reaper. Dude, this is on fucking diarrhea. You must eat both of these sliders and no water for 10 minutes after the first bite. Are you a Northeast man or a Northeast coward? Side note, Dave's Hot Chicken is actually a new sponsor of the UFC and has a slot in the UFC Octagon as well. I saw that, and I do love Dave's Hot Chicken quite a bit. I know you won't let us down. I also checked. There's a Dave's Hot Chicken in McKinney. It says Prosper. There's not one here. In McKinney, I know where there is one. I've eaten there before. He just did the address search off the P.O. box. Happy eating. Sincerely, Sean from Instagram. A true Jersey Shore man would appreciate this challenge. Are you friends with her? That's how it ends. Listen, I appreciate this. Is unbelievable. You didn't have to do any of this. This is wildly thoughtful. Unbelievably, I appreciate this beyond words can explain. This means a lot to our family, not just me. And this I will do. Today is too far gone. It's not going to happen today. I'll do this for the UFC. Maybe I do it on a stream, but that could really go sideways fast. You know what? We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do it for the UFC 318 vlog. I think I'll do it for the UFC 318 vlog. Or maybe I do it a stream in an off week. But I will do this. I appreciate this. I will do this challenge. It will not end well for me. I don't handle spice well, but I will give this my best shot. Thank you genuinely for everything. I'm going to send you a message right now that this is like beyond anything I could have imagined would have been inside this box. They're arguing over how good they think their English is.
It's amazing. He wrote something in Sicilian and it came out wrong. So you cannot write in Italian there. Yeah. And you cannot write in English in the text messages either.
Well, I can tell when it's her accent getting like interpreted on there. So like, they said I said a boot, but I said a boot, and it will say boots and a boot. You know what?
Oh, that was a word. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that one happened the first time that I started working in the school, It was the Greek girl that works with me and the American girl. And when I said, and I say just the same thing when you want to record this?
I
I'll
have,
give it to
yeah,
you.
for ice.
And I'm an American citizen. You can deport me. You can deport me. Then I'm just going to tell her, and then I'm going to tell her to me. This. You can't deport me. But anyway.
We're getting into the third round of the Diniz fight on a loaded couch full of immigrants. Nothing nice to say about anybody. The fact that this is going 3 rounds is crazy. I mean, Jhonata dominated this fight. People are going to say he sucks because he didn't finish this dude. He beat the piss out of this guy. This guy's just got a granite chin. This guy has been bruised and battered and beaten. All you nerds are going outside? I don't go upstairs for the pay-per-view. Mouthy. I hope a bird shits on you when it flies over. 29-28 for Jhonata Diniz. All right, I'll take it. First leg of that parlay. When I thought I was going to watch the actual fights, I bought the name on the canvas. There's my name right there. And they roll here, and you'll see it on the other side the correct way. We didn't end up going to the fights, but I'm still going to get the name on the canvas. I asked for a refund. There it is. And they said no. And I said, well, you didn't print the mat yet. Who cares? Because I asked like 3 weeks ago, and they said, tough shit, deal with it. But name's on the canvas. I'll have that in a few weeks here. All right, we got featured prelim. We need Gregory Rodrigues for the first leg of the safety parlay. Sweating it. I'll be sweating it. Put his fucking lights out so I can take a deep breath, please, for fuck's sake. I don't need the stress in my life. It's been a long day. I wish I had the technical skills to have a heart monitor so that you're watching my reaction and we're seeing the heart monitor bleeps on the screen. I'm going to look it up. I bet there is a way to do that. I bet I could somehow pair a smartwatch to the phone. I think the DJI action camera can be paired to certain like health devices. That'd probably be a sweet feature because right now, not much is happening in this fight, but my heart's like papa, 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 papa. I don't relax until these fights are over. Oh, yes! Yes! Thank God. He was a bloody mess with 1 minute left. Yes! Oh, I can breathe till the main event. Woo! A lot of people said, Ange, how do you go all the way to Vegas to International Fight Week but then go home for the actual fights? But here's your answer. You're looking at the answer. This is my media room. We have a 100-inch TV in the middle. I got 5 TVs across the top that can play anything I want, but for fight nights, we got custom graphics going. If there were other sports, and if I felt like paying $60 for Jake Paul, we'd have some fights there and some fights there too. We got custom lighting, and we have the greatest candy collection in time. All the greats, fully stocked fridge. So yeah, I'm home. I'm watching the fights, and I promise you, I will not be missing that arena. So let's lock in, boys. Main card opener, we got Payton, Talbott, Felipe, Lima, and I've got some trolley sour worms. So let's get after it. I need Felipe Lima here. I'm a little nervous, though. I just kind of went with him after watching some tape. I was like, fuck, he is good. But Payton Talbott's a guy that has shown us many times over how good he can be. Felipe Lima's landing clean, but Payton doesn't give a shit. Payton Talbott's just the better striker here. Fucking moron. You dumb dick. Felipe Lima's a fucking retard. Felipe Lima's corner begging him to be confident in his striking. Which makes sense, because in the first round, he was landing clean. Payton just takes it and moves forward like nothing happened. It seemed to frustrate Felipe. He didn't seem to know what to do. So just shooting fucking desperate takedowns from a mile away that aren't working. Do not climb his back, you fucking idiot. Stay there and light his face up. This is a fucking close fight. Came down to the third round and you fucking blew it, you dumb asshole. We got Renato, Moicano, Beneil, Dariush, and some peanut M&Ms.
And Bo's here.
And Bo's here. Here, I'll turn the fucking camera.
No, you're good.
The same. Oh shit! Oh no. Okay. I don't trust Beneil's chin. Fuck, dude. He was 1 minute away from winning the round. What's funny is I picked Beneil when this was originally supposed to happen. I picked Beneil again this fight, and then the entire world started to pick Beneil, and I was like, I don't like it anymore. I don't like it anymore. I have buyer's remorse. I have regret. If I could delete this bet, I would. I do not like it anymore. Too many of you people are also on him, and I don't trust when everybody's on the same guy. Fucking moron, dude. You had that dude almost knocked out, and frankly, if there was another minute in the round, you might have. And then you shoot a takedown like a fucking idiot and spent the whole round on your back getting beat up. Oh, dude, he's so tired. So Renato can steal this round with 1 minute of just all nuts. If it's all three, it's got to be Beneil. Yeah, bitch. All right, featured fight. We got Josh Van taking on Brandon Royval. I got a full unit on Royval here, regretting it a little bit. He needs to keep chopping that leg, dude. And then you can just keep Van where he is. Because he's checked 0 leg kicks and made no attempt. Royval just ate 2 big-ass overhands.
Hey, Royval, he's hit you with the right hand.
Only a right hand. Just put this here.
And how about you circle the other way?
I think Van's starting to feel it, though, because that's his second fake takedown attempt there.
And Royval will put a pace on you. Oh,
That's the experience.
Don't get in a slugfest.
This is the experience.
Slug fight.
Slug fight. Jacob said slug fight on the stream. It's taken over. Royval's taking over. Let's go, baby. Van's not really slowing down either, and Royval sets a fucking pace. I also see why Royval just wins these 5-round fights, dude. Royval's giving this fight up with the last 45 seconds. No.
30-27.
Van. 30-27 is fucking absurd. Damn, man. Fuck.
30.
Co-main event. Pantoja, Kai Car fronts. Dude, he's going to get a first-round submission.
Oh, he got it. He got it. Can he get the... Oh,
he's out.
Oh,
he's out.
Yeah, I think you're right over there.
I'm right there. It is the UFC logo. Oh, yeah, Steak and Crypto. That's my corner.
Yep.
All right. All right.
I like it.
Oh, they're on it. Take him down right here. Take him down right here.
Go circle the other way.
I don't think he's slowing down per se. I just don't think he's I think he came out all gas to set the tone, and now he has set the tone. Like, Kai's not going to knock him out now, right? It was early or nothing, right?
And Joe is definitely guilty of being
he just fabricates narratives. Yeah. Kai with a nice whizzer just to get tripped backwards, Pantoja. All right, fine. Damn, dude, he's pulling the head. Yeah, he's done.
He did as much.
We'll take it. 4 ties for Pantoja. Main event. Ilia Charles. Charles trying to wrestle is interesting. He's obviously big and can wrestle, but I would assume Ilia, the Georgian who's wrestled his entire life, should be able to defend. Charles's face is fucking a bloody mess. He does a Moicano takedown attempt just to end up on his back.
Man.
Now, Charles is obviously insanely dangerous on the ground, so it's not like this is easy here. That definitely has to fuck Charles up a little bit because Charles initiated the wrestling and got tossed on his fucking back. Oh my God! First round knockout.
Oh my
Holy fuck, dude.
He went to sleep.
That was bad. He knocked him out.
Whoa,
that wasn't.
There was no follow-up needed.
That wasn't rocked. That wasn't wobbled. He fucking knocked him clean out.
Wow, that's a death touch.
Holy shit. All right, well, Bet Sam hit his slam of the week. I hit my fucking safety parlay, and God is good. Oh, big Ange up. Up Ange, they call me. Angie Ups. Woo! Man. Finally a good fucking week. Yes! All right, we'll see you. Hey, don't get robbed on the way home.
Happy 4th of July, y'all.
July. Stupid asshole. You did it. Don't smash that. See ya. What an unbelievable knockout from Ilia Topuria. I expected him to win, but not like that. Tonight was incredible. This weekend was incredible. I want to thank every single one of you. Everybody I met in Vegas, from Alex to Evie Bear, everybody who watches, who likes, subscribes. I appreciate all of you. That experience in Vegas was unbelievable. These fights were spectacular. I got to go film the recap. Stay up till about 1 o'clock in the morning and do all that. But thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And tomorrow morning, you're going to get what you always get, the next video. Thanks for everything, guys. We're going to do this all over again for UFC 318.